Okay, so I came home from work one day and my neighbor Heather Manahan was outside gardening as she usually does, and she was very inviting, and basically I was able to lay down my whole situation with her, with my previous ex-girlfriend. Very transparent, very easy to talk to. We basically stood out in the front yard and prayed about it, and then she invited me to come to Torch of Faith. I was looking for a church to go to. I'd been looking at the chapel and just kind of looking up different churches in the area, and it just seemed to be the right time. I mean, it's just the fact that she said, why don't you come to Torch of Faith with me? Perfect opportunity to try a new church. 2 weeks later, walk in, I meet Andrew Rash at the greeters and kind of find out the fact that I'm living in Carter's townhouse. Had no idea that he was the pastor of the church at the time, and it was a very interesting situation. And then sitting in church and seeing my landlord and up on the stage, and just sort of it brought me in. Well, basically my life before Christ was very work ruled it, money ruled it. It was basically the world, you know, as we know it, is basically what controlled my day-to-day. Honestly, looking back on it, it didn't feel like it really had a purpose. So it was very, I don't know, it was just very like a cattle. You're going along with the rest of the herd and just not really getting anywhere. Now, to where I'm at now, it's got more of a purpose. I'm definitely very involved with what goes on at the church, and it definitely gives me a different view as to the rest of the world around us. There's not exactly a first time that I decided when I wanted to get baptized. Gradually it came up, and you know, Kevin had mentioned, you know, maybe possibly getting baptized, and then Dale Steiner also mentioned it to me, and it was just kind of something that I obviously had to think about, not something that I wanted to go jumping into. And then Summerfest came up, and I felt that it was the perfect time to take that next step. Well, serving for me is basically creating that fellowship, and obviously the better connection you have with people within the community, the church, you just feel more and more welcome. And I feel like serving is the best way to create that connection. That's how you create more fellowship and meet new people, and it's just a great way to grow that church family and that big community.